If you have an infant on formula, it's likely that you've had difficulty finding formula at the store. Across the United States, 43% of all formulas are currently out of stock, and in some states, such as Kansas, Tennessee, and Texas, more than 50% of all formula is not available. There are several reasons for this, including supply chain issues caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, the closure of the Abbott Laboratory formula production plant in Sturgis, Michigan, after several of their formulas were recalled due to bacterial contamination, and FDA regulations that make it difficult to import baby formula from Europe into the United States, even though some of these formulas meet or exceed FDA nutritional guidelines, but they may not meet labeling guidelines. Also, like what happened with toilet paper early in the pandemic, some families have been stockpiling formula, leaving less available for other families, which has caused retailers such as Walgreens, CVS, and Target to limit how much formula one person can purchase. The American Academy of Pediatrics has issued a statement intended to help those who have an urgent need for formula. You should check smaller stores and drugstores, which may not be out of supply when the bigger stores are. If you can afford it, buy formula online until store shortages ease. Purchase from well-recognized distributors and pharmacies rather than individually sold or auction sites. Do not import formula from overseas. For most babies, it's okay to switch to any available formula, including store brands, unless your baby is on a specific extensively hydrolyzed or amino acid-based formula, such as Elecare, for which no store brand exists. If you're unsure, call your pediatrician. Check with social media groups. There are groups dedicated to infant feeding and formula, and members may have ideas for where to find formula. Make sure to check any advice with your pediatrician. If no formula can be found, consider borrowing from a friend. Parents have many questions about the formula shortage, including, is it okay to put more water in baby formula? The quick answer is no. While it may be tempting to water down formula to stretch it out, you should never do that. Always follow the instructions on the formula label or those given to you by your pediatrician. Watering down formula is dangerous. It can cause nutritional imbalances in your baby and lead to serious health problems. Can you make your own baby formula? The American Academy of Pediatrics strongly advises against homemade formula. Although recipes for homemade formula circulating on the internet may seem healthy and less expensive, they're not safe and they do not meet your baby's nutritional needs. Infant deaths have been reported from use of some homemade formulas. Can I give my baby cow's milk or alternative milk products if I can't find formula? Milk alternatives are not recommended for infants under a year of age. Be especially careful to avoid almond or other plant milks, as these are often low in protein and minerals. Can I give my baby toddler formula? Toddler formulas are not recommended for infants. However, if you absolutely have no other choice, toddler formula is safe for a few days for babies close to a year of age. What is the shelf life of formula? You should check the use-by date on the infant formula, which is required by FDA regulations to be on each container. Until that declared date, the formula will contain the right amount of each nutrient on the product label and is of acceptable quality. The good news is that companies are in the process of increasing formula production, and the federal government is working to cut the red tape to make more formula available on store shelves. The government is also providing waivers to states to give parents using WIC benefits so that they may use them to purchase whichever formula is on store shelves. I have WIC, and I'm having trouble getting my child's formula. What can I do? I called the local WIC office, and I spoke with one of the nutritionists there who told me that they're calling local stores every 2 days, and they're checking on supply so that they can direct families to where formula is available. They're also allowing the use of substitute formulas that they would not normally cover. If you have WIC, call your local WIC office for assistance. The formula shortage is a serious problem, but hopefully a transient one. Call your pediatrician if you have a formula-fed infant and you are unable to find formula for them.